It taught you morals. It taught you morals. It taught you morals. It didn't teach you go and team up. Okay. Yo, if I got my hold on. If I got my
I have next,
then you should have
player lost on that team. I'm picking him first.
Yeah, not if you. But Dale, if it's me and you at the park, it's no way you're about to say, Shaq, I'm about to go run with these guys, and I'm not about to run it back with you. And these are facts. So if he felt that deeply about it, he should have grabbed Westbrook. They both should have went to Golden State because he had the opportunity. Because if you left and went to the team that just beat us, if we're at the park, Dale, I'm looking at you crazy, and you know you would never let that fly.
I'm trolling by just that animosity you have based on.
Hold on, no. I got animosity against you. In Jordan, context bending. I'll get to it in a second because you guys come second to what I'm about to say. If you have liked the YouTube video, thank you. Thank you. I think we reached 40. Last week we reached like 36. We keep climbing that ladder. Hopefully we can get to a 50 piece. So if you are watching this right now and you feel too lazy to click that like button, please just click it. I don't know what it does, but the algorithm is working. We're trying to grow. We're trying to get bigger, and we are growing. So I want to personally thank you guys.
Let me throw this in there too before you continue on your rant. Mm-hmm. And since we're on that, shout out to Blaze Pod. Click on that link. Mm-hmm. If you're interested in taking your game to the next level, do that ASAP. Mm-hmm. The link, look at JD. Click on the link, get your game up. All right, that's it. That's all I have to say.
And I still got smoke with so many more people other than YouTube, and I can't wait to get to YouTube. Hey, Twitch, can we please get promoted? That is the first line of business. Twitch, please, can we please get promoted? What does it take to get promoted? I'm just curious. We got to get in the bathtub. We've been doing this for 8 months.
Get in the bathtub.
Yo, that's insane. Your take on Giannis being the best in the world. I'm still trying to swindle as a troll. I'm still
Twitch,
stuck on that.
Can I keep going? I'm marking people off the list right now. Yo,
okay, Arya Starks.
Yeah, thank you. Wow, there's nobody. What's going on?
Don't worry, they're gonna come, bro.
No. This is abnormal. I'm trying to make sure everything on this side is okay.
It probably not.
Because I was streaming earlier today and it was acting kind of funny. But anyways, OG the Beast in Chi-Town 32. Stop playing with me.
What did they do?
They better stop playing with me. Because as Jordan knows, I look at life through a different lens.
What lens is that, Shaquille?
This is Monroe Circle right here. Hold on, go ahead.
No, OG the Beast on TikTok. He's a famous NBA TikToker. Chi-Town 32 is a famous NBA TikToker, and I know they don't like the speed that we're creeping up. It's lightning fast. And
what are they saying, bro?
No, because Dale, I'm gonna explain to you on TikTok. You can stitch, you can duet, you can reply to videos. These guys reply, stitch, and duet to every video on TikTok except ours. But Dale, they're always tagged on our videos. I see it every single video.
So you're wondering why they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing?
No, I know why they're not doing it. They think that their takes are, they think they're Shannon Sharp, and the other guy is the J. Cole of NBA TikTok. He has his cult following. He feels like he's the Messiah and everything he says is gold. And he doesn't like our opinionated style.
That's why he should respond in it, so it could be a back and forth of your style versus ours.
Thank you, Dale. But until they do, I'm not gonna go crazy this week. I was gonna go crazy this week. I'm gonna give them a couple more weeks. Maybe they haven't seen the page, which is laughable. But I mean, maybe they haven't.
Hey, can we tag them on TikTok?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so down for some internet beef. This is dope.
I mean, well, shit. I'm just like, it's been 2 months. We've crept up on 1.5 million TikTok views, 160,000 likes, and you guys haven't you guys haven't commented, liked, stitched, duet. It's weird to me. It's weird vibes. Right.
Are they jealous though? Like, what do you think, bro?
I don't know. All the mid-tier guys, they all mess with us.
The mid-tiers,
like the guys with like 1 million likes or about to be at 1 million likes.
Right. No, I get it.
And we're super low, and they mess with us from the beginning.
Right.
But hold on. I got some behind the scenes type knowledge. So OG, I'm gonna let you slide, but I'm gonna give you guys some game real fast. The fact that you guys want to be TikTok celebrities for free, it just irks my nerves. You guys recently, in the last 2 weeks, have created YouTubes, and you guys have been doing this for I don't know how long. But I mean, if you guys want to keep just giving your NBA takes for free, be my guest. Kind of weird though.
Bro, I can't believe these guys are catching stray bullets.
No, I would team up if I was those two, because they give great takes. If I was those two, I would team up and take over TikTok NBA. But they're leaving the door wide open for us. And Trae, Chi-Town is a GOAT, but he's not the GOAT. Dale, you should listen to his takes though. Really good takes. OG, I don't. But Chi-Town,
I feel like any take I hear, like it's gonna be a battle where it's like I could go back and forth with someone, but sometimes things I say it always leads to the back and forth going like higher and higher. It's like,
Dale, you hate me. You would hate you. You're not gonna like these two. Like you hate me, and I'm like,
because some of the stuff like is people always saying like, oh, that sound dumb, and that I would never say like don't display or I don't shoot people takes down. I try to understand it. Like even you be saying the craziest thing before I laugh at you, I be like, I don't know where your head goes. I really try to wrap my mind around it. Just like the one we started with like you saying Greek is the best player in the world. First and foremost, he was not trolling. I know Shaq, and he wholeheartedly believes that. He's going to say it's based on our logic because he went to sleep last night. He's seen that they drew last night. He said they drew without Trae in a quarter and a half. You can't say it's because Giannis got hurt because he was there for the draw. He was there. He was a part of it. Before he got hurt, he was already down a lot of points. So he's like, if that was KD in that position, they would have smacked him without Trae.
But they could have came back.
Now. They could have, but they didn't, whatever the case may be. But that's what happened. So he's like... I knew I saw last night.
I still feel like Milwaukee. I still feel like Milwaukee can hold the fort down until Giannis gets back.
I think so also. But last night it was very revealing. It was so revealing.
Oh, hold on. They're saying I got an echo.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
I don't hear one either. It might be double audio going out.
Yeah, it must be how they hear it.
That would be weird if it is double audio going out.
Because, like, Giannis is a 3-man for sure. Like, he can't really shoot free throws. Like, if you could bet, one of my mans be like, if you could really bet on Giannis over and under how many free throws, people would take that bet in the game. And that's kind of wild to me.
Oh, it was going out for my camera, which is super weird, but it is what it is. Hopefully it wasn't too loud. Was it too loud, guys? Before we keep going? Was my echo loud? Man, that pisses me off because my soliloquy.
That's all right.
That means they're gonna hear it.
I think
they're gonna hear it
straight
twice, bro.
All right, double down on it. Double down.
Yeah.
It's going.
Yeah,
we did it on purpose for the effect.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. If you guys didn't hear me, it was all right. If I turned down the volume, LOL. All right. Well, we weren't talking about anything. I'm glad you guys caught it before it got too crazy. But again, if you are liking the videos on YouTube, thank you. Just want to say that once more without an echo. Thanks for everybody in the
JD,
chat.
How are you, bro? Hold on. Let's tap in with each other.
Shout out to the chat.
Dude, I'm doing so good. I'm wearing my Kevin Durant shirt. Shoot till my arms fall off.
Okay.
Or shoot till my arm falls off. Got the KD logo on the bottom. Because, we all love KD over here.
Not we all.
I just been trying to stay cool, bro. It was hit like 110 the other day here. And that was the last 2 days. So today was the first cool day. So I'm chilling though.
Oh, right. Since this is the first show since this miscommunication happened between me and Shaq. Me and Shaq had a duel yesterday on the phone. So I'm gonna let it out. I want to ask you guys a question. Did I line Shaq up?
No, don't say it like that.
Wait, when?
Have you been lining me up?
That's not the thing. No.
It just has happened once. No, since the inception of the show, but now it is ridiculous.
Shaq calls me and called me corny. He called me a bunch of names, like 7 names. I'm not gonna repeat. He was a little upset.
Can I tell my side first because you're about the context bin?
No, sure. Actually, you could go first.
Okay.
It's your issue. Yeah, you can go first.
Okay. Here's my issue with Dale and with Jordan. And this is why
No,
you guys are
don't
next.
bring Jordan up because he wasn't involved yesterday. Don't.
But
bring
he's
Jordan.
he's gradually growing involved. And if Jordan had to pick a side, he's picking you and KD, and that's just like
because
You got KD's shirt on.
No, yeah. Okay, yeah. No. Here's the thing. First on my docket this week, it was OG the Beast, Chi-Town 32, Dale and Jordan, and KD triangled in there. You guys were all glued together sloppily. Listen.
Okay.
This is what happens. The editors make an edit, okay?
Okay.
In bold letters on this edit, it says, is Kevin Durant a playmaker? Correct.
Okay. Correct.
Dale, for some reason, I don't know why every topic gets posted to Dale's story, but for whatever reason, okay, I get it. All right. Promoting the show. I love it.
I'm part of the show. I'm trying to promote the show.
I love it.
Continue.
I love it.
Right.
You don't see a conflict with Kevin Durant following you. Let me finish my soliloquy. Kevin Durant following you, you guys constantly talking in direct messages. Him probably has a 100% conversion rate on seeing your stories.
Okay.
And he clicks on it and sees me.
Okay.
Now, if I get lined up because of this, because as much I've been throwing KD a lot of compliments and praise over this past month. And the one time you two go on the ledge and call him a playmaker, it gets out of hand.
This we could pause that. I get your strife, but I want to sit here and understand. When have you thrown him a compliment?
I always compliment KD. And I under that post,
because I don't want to context bend.
But I will say in the past couple weeks, like Shaq has lightened up a little bit.
I've lightened up because
not saying nothing is not lighting up. It's just
no.
So if he
Since
has
the
lightened up
playoffs,
with Jay, he doesn't want to answer. You can tell me when has he lined up instead of positive notes.
Since the playoffs, you opened my eyes. Once LeBron got eliminated, and he had that one game, and you was like, "Yeah, KD's different." I was like, "He's a little different." Okay, I can start believing that. He's still a bad social media guy. Still not a playmaker. Still a snake.
So this is your first lighting up moment because Jay's still trying to remember.
This Kevin Durant.
Are you still waiting on me? No. Like when he had the 47, the triple double.
No,
Shaq was like, "Yo, all right, cool."
Shaq has like he'll say something and then he'll say, "I respect KD." He has said it the last
he's saying his respect KD from the beginning. From the beginning, he's never not said that. So
right.
This is what I'm
saying.
Do
you want me to line KD up?
He hasn't been going hard. Because we're going at an insane rate.
I never put KD in the fire. I've always dangled him over about my true feelings towards him. Yeah, it's always been a dangle. I've never just really went into KD like I truly feel because I know that you guys have an authentic relationship and I know he might see it and I know he might be a little butthurt and be in his feelings. And I don't want the wrath of being at the bottom of the mountain.
So basically you're saying you've never been honest with yourself.
No,
that's all I'm like you've never been. You said through the fire. That means there's fire there. You just dangling because of the authentic of the relationship.
Yeah. I'm not gonna brutally. I say character flaws just to hide a lot of things. Okay, Kevin Durant has character flaws. He has character flaws, and we don't have to go into what those character flaws are. But if you want to take a show, I'll take a good 35 minutes one of these weekends and really annihilate KD from the start of the show into the 35-minute mark. If that's really what you want.
It's not about what I want. It's you just speaking your truth. That's all.
No.
It is Pride Week, Pride Month for a different type of reason. But if you want to pride out, and
do you feel like?
Truth,
do you feel like?
What?
Do you feel? I like how you tied that in. But do you want to? Did KD see the video?
I appreciate that.
Did KD see the story?
I don't know. Did he?
Here's the thing. If he did, I hope he was honest with himself, and I hope he said, "You know what, Shaq? You're right on this one. I'm not a playmaker. I'm a hell of a scorer, but I'm not a playmaker."
You know what? I'm gonna.
You know what? I'm gonna stop doing. I'm not gonna report back to the show about it anymore.
I'm gonna do this.
Go ahead, do it, JD.
What is this?
After thinking about the last show, I want to caveat KD being a playmaker. He's a scorer first. I think he's a scoring playmaker. I think he looks to score probably 80%. And then he can make the other 20%. So I wouldn't, if I was building like, a group of playmakers where they were strictly playmakers, I wouldn't put KD in there. But if I built out like everyone who could make and who could do it well, not just, 1 or 2 possessions a game, because I think KD could make the entire game if he wanted to, but he's such a good scorer that he should go score the rock. So I would consider him a scoring playmaker, more of a scorer than a playmaker, but I don't think it makes him not a playmaker, if that makes sense.
I think people are getting misconstrued on the word playmaking, what it means. Like, if KD averaged 2 assists and played the exact same way he plays now, I would still consider him a playmaker. And Shaq would just look at him having 2 assists.
Everybody in the comments was saying, passing the ball is not the only thing that makes you a playmaker. Please watch the show because I never said that, but I get it. It's a 1 minute, TikTok. So, okay, you can't fit it all in. But
I think it got, like, honestly, it's your first take. Is you thinking Klay Thompson is a playmaker? That's what just made this just go off the wall.
No, I never said that. I never said that. I said he
playmakes a better playmaker than
Andrew Wiggins. Yes, there are levels to every playmaking. Like Joel Embiid is a better playmaker than Kevin Durant. These are just facts. You
mad at that, Dale?
I'm not gonna go there either. Let's start the show.
I don't understand. I honestly don't understand how Joel Embiid cannot be considered a better playmaker than Kevin Durant. It really baffles me.
Honestly, I won't even go back at you. I want you to try to make me understand your reasons for saying that.
Because in the back down, when they come to double, he's shooting that. He's literally shotgunning that passes. It's not good as a Jokic, of course.
Let me ask you a question. Who's more aggressive to score, Joel Embiid or Kevin Durant?
I think if not tied, I'm giving the nod to either one of them on any given night. But you're not about to sit here. They're both in the red. Like when the gas, they're both in the red.
Joel Embiid is more aggressive to score than KD is.
Why do you think KD's not aggressive to score? Because he plays with 2 other superstars and he has to defer. In the last 5 years, he's played with nothing but superstars. In the last 5 years, because in the last 5 years, he's had the team where he doesn't have to force. But if we go back to OKC in let's say Westbrook,
force with Russell Westbrook. People used to get on KD when he was Russ, like, hey, bro, why you let him do all this stuff?
Bro, it's not. You
don't remember that?
It's not about forcing. No. It's about deferring. It's a difference between what you're saying and deferring to Westbrook. Because
he deferred to him. So how could you be forced to offense if you're deferring to someone else? And he's supremely better offensive player.
That is a huge. But that is a huge character flaw. That has nothing to do with me. Because if KD wanted to take the shot, what? So you're trying to tell me KD's not a high volume shooter?
He's not. It's Carmelo Anthony is a high volume shooter.
Yeah.
Not a high volume.
No. He's not amongst superstars, of course, you can say he shoots a lot of shots a game, Dale. He does. How many shots is a lot of shots to you? 19 shots during the course of a game with 2 other superstars is nuts. It's nuts. Any way you try to put it, it's nuts. Okay, so how many Kyrie and James taking?
I have no idea, bro. Your takes is just really.
Once you get in the 20s, that's considered high, right?
Bro, 19 is 20.
I'm thinking him taking 19 is low because I think he should average 25, 26 shots.
Okay, but that's your take, and I think that's something that you need to message him about.
I don't need to. I don't care.
I'm just letting you know, 19 shots is a lot of shots in an NBA game, especially when you have 2 other superstars.
But you can't call him. I would never call him a high volume shooter.
So how many shots? How many shots did he take in the playoffs when both of them were out? How many shots did he average in that?
When they was out, he became high volume for sure. Yes,
because he has to. But in the last 5 years, he hasn't had to because he's been playing with superstars.
What? Wait, what?
What? He's been playing with Klay.
James?
He's been playing with Steph.
You said what?
He's been playing with Klay. He's been playing with Steph. He's been playing with James. He's been playing with Kyrie.
And they was taking more shots than him.
Yeah, okay.
So how could he be high volume?
Bro, because the point is, of course, with superstars, 19 is like that. How is that not how is that not high volume? That means some nights you're taking 26 and some nights you're just completely deferring. And that's
You
on
know,
him.
in the playoffs, when he had to say, you know who y'all know who I am, Kevin Durant. You know he was averaging 11, 12 shots a game.
No. I don't care. Bro, I can go out there and average 12, 13 shots if I'm playing with Kyrie Irving and James Harden, or if I'm playing with a Clay and a Steph. What does that have to do with him being a high volume shooter, which he is, and you're trying to defer that like he defers to Westbrook? You need to be honest with the situation.
Because I know what high volume is, and I know when I see high volume.
So who is high volume?
Becomes high volume.
Okay.
I think Dame Lillard is a high volume shooter.
Okay.
I think Kobe Bryant was. I think Carmelo Anthony.
No. Because here's where you're getting it wrong. Because KD has been playing with superstars this entire time. It's conditioned your mind to try to call Damian Lillard a high volume shooter when he has to be, because CJ McCollum isn't Kyrie Irving. It isn't James Harden. Kobe, he's not playing with a.
I think Dame, everybody I named would play the exact same way no matter who's around them. This is just my point.
But Kevin Durant would. But Kevin Durant, because it's Kevin Durant, bro. You guys have a blind spot for Kevin Durant.
It's easy for him to score. He doesn't have to force the issue.
If it was that easy for him to score, a lot of things would have went different this season. But I'm not even going to put the playoffs on him because I'm not even going low blow like that. But if he was that easy of a score, then
why would you low blow and then say you're not going to low blow?
I didn't low blow. I did not low blow. I didn't know. I'm saying a lot of other people would be like, oh, this, and that. But I'm talking about amongst him, Kyrie, and James. Though that triangle. And I feel like they defer to KD a lot.
Let's get into the show.
Please.
Let's get into it.
I would like to say that I used to wear Kevin Durant's shoe when I was a sophomore in high school.
Hey.
Let's start with you, JD. You've been quiet. Oh, wait. Pause. JD, did you pop that question yet?
That's a
no.
That's a wicked question on the
show,
Jay. And that
she doesn't listen. She doesn't listen.
That is insane.
How?
Are you serious?
Everybody go find Jordan's girlfriend's IG and tell her to watch.
She doesn't have one.
The 21-minute mark.
No, because
Dale, how's that wicked?
Because you never know if she's ever watching.
That was pretty nuts.
It was a little nuts,
now, bro. Like,
she doesn't watch. So
wait, does she? She don't watch,
she doesn't.
bro.
I don't know. Melissa watches all the time.
Oh, well, Mandy doesn't, so
B does.
So everybody's like, they're over it. It's been almost a year.
Fire.
That was kind of wild.
That was hit or miss.
Look, JD.
She's watching. She's like, pop the what?
Ouch. I just realized it's actually next Wednesday.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so
before the show, are you not gonna make it?
Nothing out. This will be a good gauge for me to see how much of a fan she is.
That's kind of wild. That's
she doesn't
kind of
watch.
like.
I think she just hates.
That was kind of like Swaggy P and D'Angelo Russell, but let's not get into that.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that negative, but it was kind of. I'm gonna leave this. That's kind of crazy.
It was a little
weird.
Let's just switch it. What's first?
We're chilling.
That's crazy. That's wow.
Jay is stunned.
He's like in his mind. He's like, I know better.
Yeah, you can take that on
a. His mic is messed up.
Even his mic is mad at him. Look.
Yeah, his mic is like, you need to be timed out for a second. Jay,
exactly.
Let us know when you come back and get that figured out. Jordan, do you want to give?
Was that show on ESPN?
Around the horn, yeah.
Push someone away. Yeah.
And their screen freezes and they're muted.
Everything, yeah, exactly.
That was tough.
Oh my gosh.
No. Let's get it.
While Jay is getting his mic fixed, if you haven't hit that like button, please do. Trying to get past 50 likes this episode.
I wonder if my man Peso is watching. He hates you, Shaq, by the way.
Who, Peso?
Everybody. Yeah.
Yo, Kenny Dior in the house. He's a good NBA TikTok guy.
Where's Ron? Could we get Ron on the show once?
I invited Ron actually earlier today, and he said he can't do tonight, but he said he can do Sunday. And he said Dale's gonna hate me.
Not really, but if his
can y'all hear?
if his hair is done,
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, Jay,
All right.
we're good.
All right, let's get into the show. Shout out to Cruz. Your boy Luka, JD. Is he a cancer? I know we were talking about him before the show. Does he whine too much? Like, will he ever win a chip? And will you pick him over Trae Young? Of course not.
So I don't know that I don't know if we could call Luka Doncic a cancer. What we can say is that he's immature for sure on the floor. He showcases his emotions a lot, but I think it can be a little too much. I think it's to his own kind of downfall. It impacts not only him, but the players around him, just kind of bringing down the energy, just because he's chirping every play. But it doesn't mean that he's not a good basketball player. I still think that he's one of the best players in the NBA. I would take him over Trae Young just for basketball wise, but I like Trae Young's personality more. I think that he's a better floor leader. So that's kind of give and take. There is, do you want a specimen, or would you rather go with a guy who I guess is also somewhat a spectacle in his own right, and is a much better team guy, in my opinion. But I think if Luka matures, I think he'll have an amazing career to continue his already impressive career. But you don't want to see him put himself in a position where the Mavs just can't, or any team for that matter. No team can surround him with anyone because no one wants to play with him. So that's where I think I stand on that whole situation.
Jay, I love
So
how
will he
you're.
win a chip though? Did you answer that one? My bad. My audio went out. So, well, Luka, yeah, will he ever win a chip?
I mean, if they can surround him with one other superstar, and I already like their supporting cast. You just need one other superstar. And I mean, we've already addressed that Porzingis isn't that. I don't think that they can win with that dynamic. There's already some kind of rifts between them. So I don't know who he would need. Someone who could probably lead that team, be more of a floor leader and a leader in the locker room. And I think they could. I don't see why not.
Shaq, are you sold on Luka being a cancer or what? I'm on a personal level too, though.
Jordan, I love how you're always our Luka correspondent. You always say everything so eloquently when it comes to the Dallas Mavericks, Mark Cuban, and what he has going on over there. Which brings me to my first point. I'm actually surprised that Mark Cuban is giving it up like this for Luka. From Kristaps having to go to a Spanish radio show and say things like, I don't know what Mark Cuban is talking about, is nuts to me. Because that tells me that him and Mark don't talk. For him to have the guts to go and do that, he knows he isn't going to have that awkward confrontation with Mark Cuban. He knows that he's about to get traded and be up out of there. And he said it in a way like, I don't want to go, but I have to defend myself at some point. And I guess Luka is upset about, I think last year during quarantine when Kristaps stepped out to the strip club during the playoffs, or I don't know if that was this year or if that was during the bubble.
It was last year. Okay. You're right.
Yeah. And they said that Dallas laughed it off, but Luka apparently was frustrated about it. But that's such an easy cop out for Luka. But it just speaks to his immaturity, because if that would have been a superstar that was performing, he wouldn't have any gripes about it. And I guess it's fair for him to say, oh, I'm upset because he's not performing and he's out at the strip club. But if that's going to help him play better, I prefer that he does go. Clearly, Kristaps is missing something that he needs. So for the sanity of that man, he should be able to step out to the strip club. And that's all I have to say about that. But to your point, Luka is extremely immature. I played against him a few years back, and he's just a big baby, but he has huge game.
Dale, how you feeling about this whole topic?
If you flop and do whatever, a lot of people could be called immature. If you're a hothead on the court, you could be called immature. So Draymond Green also is immature. I don't think Luka's immature, and I think him with the stripper
Luka's
thing and getting mad
100%
at KP,
immature.
I think that's just the Europe way. Like, Shaq, after a game, if we lose, no matter who we are on the team, we're looking like, yo, you want to go outside? We're like, we might not.
Yeah, but the players never the players never were on that. First off, second off, if you don't think Luka's immature, and if you don't think these other players are immature, literally Draymond Green was one of the most immature players.
I don't view Draymond immature. I just view them as excessive. Like, they're just being excessive with the refs. I don't think they're immature. That's just how the game is. I don't view them as immature.
Okay.
Then every NBA player literally is immature because not one person in the NBA ever makes a foul. So like, who would, like,
is Trae immature?
Who?
Trae Young.
I've seen Trae Young argue with the ref for sure. Like,
outside of that, his antics on the court.
Outside of that, his antics is. I don't view it as immature at all, but people might him looking at the crowd every time he's doing all this stuff.
The shimmy.
Like,
okay.
Shimmying, like, I think that's dope. But people,
is there a difference between immature and childish?
No, it's the same. I believe it's the same.
Okay.
Like, it's useful. Both is something to do with you being useful and not after your age. So, but can Luka win a ring? I think Luka for sure win a ring. I think him and KP could for sure work, no matter what. If they don't like each other in the locker room, Shaq and Kobe didn't like each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Until later on or whatever. So Luka, no matter what happened, KP, if it's not Luka's fault, like, I'm not gonna take a slander of people saying the way KP played this playoff is based on Luka at all, because you were out there, like, you're a vocal piece. You, like, no matter how you average 38 to 39 minutes a game, you were out there. Like, you were a former All-Star. You know what's given to you. Go rebound, go do whatever. You were out there. Like, Luka looked like he was alone. Like, well, so I don't know what. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and that's why I don't think that duo.
Work.
I don't think that duo can win a chip together.
No, they need someone else. But I don't think they should just write off
Me neither.
KP and Luka right away.
At all.
I don't think so. I don't think they should write that off, because I think that really could work in this. Because I love, like, no matter how bad he played, I love KP as a basketball player for sure. Well,
I mean, we're gonna see KP with the Mavericks for at least the next couple years, because he's got a $100 million contract. So no one's picking that up.
So I just think he just got to be like, all right, we got to find a way to just mesh little, like. And we could go from here, because KP needed one good game for a closeout game and they advanced. Just one. No matter what Luka was doing, one KP game and they win. So you could say all you want, like, nah. And I would take Luka over Trae also. So that was the other question. Like, it's dope what Trae is doing, 100%. Like, very, very dope. But Luka, Trae's more flair, but I think Luka is really on his way to, like, really just being undoubtedly the best player in the NBA. Like, I don't know how long it would take, and I don't think I could ever say that about Clay. Not about Trae. I don't think so. Like, Luka really, like, he's tough.
Yeah,
boy.
but I feel like that's all perception, bro. Because when I look at Luka, I'm like, yeah, some nights, yeah, I can believe that, but I only believe it because of what everybody in the media is telling me. Because from the eye test, I see a lot of good, and I also see a lot of bad. With the Trae, because he's smaller, he doesn't have the team, but he's carrying his team further than Luka ever has, and you still won't say that about him.
I won't.
Trae,
you know why? Because it's one thing I don't ever do. I don't knock what's going on based on conference. The West is harder than the East, bro. The West is harder than
even with you saying that, he still had to knock off the Knicks. He still had to go knock off the Sixers. He still had to do it.
Right. So the Sixers are wow. That was wow. But everyone had the Hawks being the Knicks except probably me. I had the Knicks winning the home court.
I kind of it was a coin flip for me. I just feel like Luka being the best over. Man, it's a bunch of guys that I feel like, man, it's just because they compare him to LeBron, and I don't see that either. I don't see that.
Some stuff be the same. You see how you say it's based on perception and the eye test. You don't use that eye test all the time, but you're using it now on Luka.
Wait. How? I'm using it fairly to argue against him that I see a lot of good and I see a lot of bad, like with every other NBA player.
No, that's not true.
Okay,
You don't.
so tell
I've
me.
never heard you say the word eye test with Greek ever.
No, the eye test with Greek Freak is because what do you want me to say? Of course, you guys always bring it to the attention. You guys
don't
say,
you
"Oh,
guys, just
what I see is pure dominance from the Greek Freak."
okay.
The same with Shaq. The same with Shaq. When you guys say he couldn't make free throws, pure dominance. I've seen it for 3 straight years with the Greek Freak. Pure dominance.
But Shaq, are you seeing Giannis or the Bucks beating the Hawks without Giannis? Are you seeing that?
No. I mean, no, and I don't want them to. I would prefer that Trae go and duel it out with a Devin Booker. I would love to see that because this year has been a toss-up. There's been a lot of injuries. So for me, I'm like, if it's not going to be a fair year, then it's just not going to be a fair year. And I mean, it's crazy how many injuries has been. So I feel like this season will have more of an asterisk by it than the bubble.
Someone actually said that the other day too. It's funny that you say that. One of my friends said that.
I think so because it's just
This is good for the NBA though.
I mean, it is because it's switching things up. It's making it interesting.
Amazing storyline.
Not amazing because nothing will ever beat the LeBron storyline of him winning
It's still a great storyline though because look at the teams that have been going to the finals for the last 10 years, and then
but it's
all of
gonna
a
be the
sudden,
most.
finally,
It's gonna be the
we
most.
get
What
two of
storyline
the
are we
most.
talking about?
I'm just saying for this year, we get 2 of the most random teams. If the Suns and the Hawks make it to the finals, I guarantee if you would have
Miami
bet
making
on
it
either
last
of those
year
teams
was nuts.
to either make it or win to the finals, people would have thought you were a lunatic.
Miami
Of course,
making it
right,
last year
right.
was nuts. But I just feel like this
Miami
is
did
gonna
make
be
it last year was nuts.
this is
true.
gonna be the most the most forgettable finals I think or champion ever.
I don't
No matter
know.
who
I mean, I
goes.
think
I
Trae
don't know
Young's
about
made
that.
so much of an impact in
Yeah, I
these
don't know about
playoffs that if
forgettable.
they go to the finals, like there's
It's no way we
I feel
remember
like
this
that
finals.
gets talked about for a long time.
It's no way we remember this finals over the Dallas finals.
No, I think this will be remembered more than the 04 Pistons. Look, you're like, wow.
Facts. Maybe because it's so
See?
short.
Exactly. You're
That was
like, wow.
that was
exactly. That was nasty. And I
that
don't know
was
why
nasty.
it was so nasty because they beat 4 Hall of Famers, but it was still very nasty.
That was
you're like, wow, I forgot about that. And after we stop talking about the topic, you'll forget about it again.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
that was
a fact.
nasty championship.
Bro, that was
What?
that was nowhere in my mind. That championship.
Exactly. Right.
Wow.
But no, that one's gonna be long gone. Exactly. That's a bad chip. Right. That's how I feel about it. That's a very bad chip. Like for sure. This
Pistons.
one, because if the Clippers go, it won't be forgotten because this is their first time ever making this far. The Suns will be their first time since '93. The Hawks will be like, wow. And if the Bucks go, it's Giannis in the chip. So
I feel like
Pistons.
The Chris Paul storyline too is there.
Yeah. Clippers and the CP. Like this one still has storylines for Chris Paul and for Greek.
Yo,
But if it's Hawks and Suns, Suns, you got Chris Paul. So storyline for the all 4 except basically the Hawks. So they want the Bucks to go. The Hawks storyline will be like lemon pepper Lou. Like what are we doing?
that's like I finally get my $10 million contract. And I also told you guys, Chris Paul is one of the scariest guys. Like I don't like. That just gives me Chihuahua mentality. Like if I had to put Kyrie versus Chris Paul in a 1-on-1, I'm picking Chris Paul every time just off of pure thuggery. Nothing else. The will to not lose.
No way you just called Chris Paul a Chihuahua.
Yeah, like
and use thuggery.
I understand what you're saying and all that stuff, but Kyrie wins 11-4, 5 maybe.
Kyrie Irving
right now today.
Whoa.
Oh, I have a good question. On
that ankle.
Okay, you have to take a pull-up jump shot from the elbow to win a game. Who do you want shooting that? Do you want Chris Paul shooting that off the bounce? Or do you want Kyrie shooting that off the bounce?
That's tough.
I'm taking
CP3. I'm taking
That's
CP3.
Fine. Yeah,
it's a
I'm
layup.
I'm also taking Kyrie. But in 1-on-1, I'm taking CP all day.
I don't know, Shaq. Kyrie's scary, bro. 1-on-1? That's tough.
NCP get low, but 1-on-1 it's
I like Kyrie.
No, we gotta have some rules. You can't get the whole court. Like let's keep it within like the free throw line.
You got to play the
sides.
half the
But
court.
Chris
Two
Paul
dribbles.
needs the whole court against
2 dribbles.
Kyrie.
3 dribbles.
2 dribbles works better for Kyrie also because he's taller.
3 dribbles is insane for Kyrie. That's why I was like, you can't do 3.
Yeah, see now you're changing the rule of better Chris Paul. That's how you know it's gonna be hard for him.
It's gonna no. I mean, now that you say that, but I still feel like CP3, prime CP3, as we like to do, is edging Kyrie.
I don't want to dangle that. I don't know. Kyrie offensively, we're just talking about one-on-one here, not team impact. One-on-one Kyrie offensively, I don't know what CP could do with him. Honestly, I don't.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough either way.
Yeah,
I would like to say
I don't
Chris
know.
Paul though.
Yeah, okay, right. Way to double back on that.
Shaq, you want to start this start bench cut?
Yeah, I mean it's on Dale, who's on the
Well,
Who's
yeah,
on the-
I saw a couple of the 3, and I like one of them was fairly easy for sure.
Jay can read them off so we can have
You're
that
right.
at least.
So we got Steph, Clay, Dre. We got Scotty, MJ, Rodman, Kobe, Shaq, and then we didn't have a third one for that, but then I seen KD, Kyrie, James, LeBron James.
Yo, no. I think that's James Harden, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you meant?
Oh,
Shaq?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we got
James Harden.
So,
okay, my bad.
is this start bench cut out of all of those players, or is this?
it's
start
basically
bench cut
start
15?
cut. It's basically who you're starting, who you're cutting. Everybody else falls in between.
I see. That's
Well,
tough.
for Warriors, I'm starting Steph.
No. What is this?
He's saying
What is
out of
this?
all of them.
You need to go first, Shaq, because I need to know the format here. I'm confused.
Right.
There's so many names here.
Yo, it's literally a start bench cut. It's the big 3, and you can't. There's no big 3 for Kobe and Shaq. That was just a big 2. So it's which group of guys are you taking? You got Steph, Clay, and
it's
Dre.
the group. It's
Yeah,
the group. So
start.
I would
okay, hold
start
on.
Steph.
Wait. Let's get clarification. So it's start bench cut. Steph, Clay, Dre, Scotty, MJ, Rodman, Kobe, Shaq, KD, Kyrie, James Harden. Who are you starting and who are you cutting? The rest falls in between.
Okay.
Okay, so like our starting 5 out of this.
Oh my God. Which group?
No,
which?
no,
Like this is
No,
so
just
confusing.
I don't think.
These are teams.
Okay. Yes,
It's
these
the
are.
group. Your start bench
It's a
is
group.
kind of in matter of groups.
The group.
So,
The group.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, Shaq, go first so that I make sure I understand this.
I could go first.
Go ahead.
I'll go first. I'll take a.
Okay.
I'm gonna take who. This isn't just as cut as dry, but if it's off preference, I'm gonna go with. Yo, I gotta go with Scotty, MJ, Rodman. I gotta start them. I gotta have Steph, Clay, Dre, Kobe, and Shaq on the bench, and I gotta cut KD, Kyrie, and James.
That's formidable.
Hmm.
Go ahead,
That's
JD.
formidable.
Okay, you're only. Oh, you're starting and then bench cut, right?
Mm-hmm. So it's essentially who you're starting and who you're cutting. Everybody else falls in between.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I think I'm starting MJ, Scotty, Rodman.
Jack Ben says no one is beating that Warriors team.
I think I'm cutting Kobe and Shaq.
Why? Because they don't have a third name next to them?
No.
I honestly don't understand how you cut Kobe and Shaq when they three-peated, but to each its own.
Okay, I'm starting Mike.
Wait, JD, did you finish?
Yeah, the other 2 were benched.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was making sure.
I'm starting Mike. I'm cutting Clay, Draymond, and Steph. And that was very easy to do. Because that team, of course, they won against LeBron without Kyrie and everything. And that's the same team that lost 73-9 and lost in the chip 3-1. until the Reaper walked through the doors. So you could say no one's beating that team, whoever that guy was, but someone did.
I can't even be mad at that.
Someone did.
I can't.
So,
I didn't even think of it like that because, yeah.
Until the Reaper, that was so easy for me. Like, so easy to get the Warriors out of there. Like, and I think that this KD, Kyrie, and James is better than that three Warriors: Draymond, Clay, and Steph. I think that three is better. And if that three was healthy this year, that team will win the championship. So I'm going off of that. And then, of course, they're not getting Kobe and Shaq, and of course, they're not getting Mike. So that was, if you had put KD, Clay, and Steph, then we would have thought about some things here. But that Warriors is gone. Like they would cut themselves.
That really put a lot into perspective on how shaky that Warriors team actually was before KD got there. Now I kind of can sympathize with why they wanted a Kevin Durant so bad. I get it.
There you go, Dale.
That's where I'm here for.
Dale.
Open your eyes on some stuff. You don't look at stuff. That's what I'm here for. You just seen that. Yeah, he went on that juggernaut. Yeah, they had great. You know who that Warriors team was and who they were? First, they won the chip without when Braun was alone, and then they lost. You know exactly who they were? They were the Greek Freak before KD got there. Killed it the whole regular season. Then playoff time, they crumbled. They won one, and then 73-9. That comeback was ridiculous. Like that was a big crumble, and that hurt the first championship. Because if they would have won back-to-back, no one wouldn't have said nothing. But them losing 3-1 like that hurt their first championship. So from there on out, you got to be like, yeah, they were beaten. And then KD got there. They didn't lose until KD and Clay got hurt. So then it's like, how tough was that team? Like, but
that's tough.
Was it the way that they were scoring, though? Maybe that had everybody like, oh, wow.
No, they were good. No, I'm not. They were good. But people like that three to be on this list, like low-key, they shouldn't have been up here. That's when I saw that. I'm like, I would have taken Tim Duncan, Manu, and Tony before them. That three also.
Okay, but here's the thing, though, Dale, because this is what you're trying to do. You're trying to trick me. Because you're trying to.
I'm not tricking you.
Okay, but you're trying because you're trying to.
This is hold on before you pause. You know what Shaq is doing now? He's like, he's having so many points. I'm just gonna try to just backfire it right now.
No. I said it was a good.
I'm not tricking you.
I said it was a good point, but you're trying to.
How am I tricking you? Go ahead.
You're trying to build the legend of Kevin Durant up so much to be like, and then KD walked through the door.
Yo. And me saying that I didn't think of KD at all.
Okay.
I was just looking at what you put out there.
I didn't think you did. That's why I just said you're trying to trick me. But all right, if you say that,
not at all. No. Okay. I'm not a narrative person, bro. I just tell it how I see it. I'm not narrative.
I just don't think those Spurs could have beat those Warriors, Steph, Clay, and Trae. I just don't.
They did.
What do you mean?
The year Mark Jackson.
No. And then come on. We'll get to that later on in the show. That was the turning point.
Okay. All right.
Clearly, it was a turning point. Clearly.
Okay.
Because I remember when LeBron beat up on the pups, Kevin Durant and the guys.
Right, that's true.
But we can't count that.
Let's keep it
pushing. I count it.
JD,
that's because you want to count the Golden State championships. I'm not shooting you that either. Those don't count.
But JD, do you think Becky Hammon deserves a legitimate shot at a head coach job in the NBA?
I think that anybody who's qualified for a job deserves a job. I think she did get a good review from good feedback from the Blazers. They all said that they liked her. She interviewed well, but they felt like this situation called for someone else, and they went with Billups. So I think that, does she deserve a shot? Sounds like she could eventually land a job, head coaching job. But I mean, for some teams it's situational, and they're dealing with some sensitive. A sensitive Damian Lillard right now. And I'm not saying sensitive as in like he's sad or
Yeah.
anything. It's just a touchy situation.
Yeah. Right.
They don't want him to be upset and want to leave. So they're trying to do everything that they can to make sure that he stays. And I don't know her background well enough to say whether or not she deserves a head coaching. I mean, I'm sure she could go coach a team in the NBA, sure.
But I'm curious to see that day when it's going to happen. Is it going to be a big market or a small market like Portland?
Small market. She is the new African American. The plight that she is on the uphill, and she might also land a huge gig just because everybody wants to overcorrect in this society. But I mean, the only spot I can see her doing that is with the Spurs. But I think if you give her that Nets team, they win a championship.
Good point. Because they're coaching themselves.
How is that a good point?
Because like you can put anybody on that team. So if she doesn't deserve a shot, she deserves a shot there. That's the easiest that you're going to get.
So Dale, you don't think that KD, James Harden, and Kyrie don't know enough about the game and how to police themselves to win a chip? They're that good.
Right, exactly my point. So how is him saying put Beckham in there is a good point?
No,
that's put anyone there.
That's the point that I'm making. That's the shot that she deserves. Like, that is the shot. Because I said if somebody overcorrects.
See, this is that's like, so this is why when I
they did it with Steve. Like, so how does Steve Nash get a job like that? And she's been coaching it in the league longer than him.
This is why this is a funny topic. First of all, what Portland is doing, okay, like, you in college, you used to have something called Title IX. It's like the boys get this, the girls get this. The boys, first and foremost, I would be surprised. I don't have nothing against it. I would be surprised as I'm living and breathing if I see a woman leading a man in the NBA. I would be surprised. And
why?
It's not because, a woman can't coach. It's like, you know how many people have the conversation in the back, like, yeah, we're going to give an interview, make it seem like yada, yada, yada.
Which is such a bad played out move.
But that's what happens. So we're just going to snip it because the NBA is not like it's a players league. So no matter what, like, you could see Braun going up to Beckham and as assistant coach at Team USA and talking to her sit down. But to say that just the dynamic of how it views a woman is leading them is crazy. That's why I think a big market, it will be easier than a small market.
I'm also confused. Why is Steve Kerr? Is Steve Kerr the head coach in the Olympics?
No, it's Popovich, right?
I just keep seeing headlines that Durant's happy to be back with Trae and Kerr.
Kerr's an assistant coach on the staff.
Okay, got you. Weird.
It's
but okay, carry on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's hard for me to really see that. That's why it's good take to say she could just walk in the helm of coaching the Spurs because she's been around those guys. But her going to be the face of like a Detroit Pistons won't work out. Small market won't work out.
I mean, it doesn't. You see, it doesn't work out for anybody.
That's about her going to like New York, where it's like a high market and where that could bring more massive. Because she going to Pistons, that's still not creating like a buzz as her playing for the New York Liberty, now coaching the New York Knicks. Like, knowing New York, knowing what so this is why she deserves a shot. She's been an assistant coach. She did all this stuff. And she won't go to WNBA because she even herself probably used it as a joke, maybe, because there's no way no WNBA team offered her a contract or whatever. So I just think it's people doing their due diligence. It's even like when the Boston Celtics was looking for a coach, when it came out, like, oh, we're gonna also interview black coaches. Like, that was a topic, a headline. Like, that was confusing to me. Like, why is that a headline say you're gonna interview black coaches? Like, what? Like, what is that?
Because
like,
everybody has to. So you say that. So you are basically saying that they shouldn't even mention that they're interviewing
at all.
Right, but there's history there.
Doesn't even matter. Like, just say, all right, we could. Doc Rivers just left before. Doc Rivers was the black coach. So you saying, we're also going to be interviewing some black coaches, some diverse situations. what are you doing? That's putting a target on your back to say like, oh, what are you trying to say? Like, oh, we're turning the curve or something. All that stuff was confusing to me. But does she deserve a job to be head coach? Possibly. Like she's assistant under Pop. She's picking up new whatever the case may be. But Blaze is calling her in. I don't think she's never had a shot at the job, honestly, ever. It was just, the Portland, she got an interview, whatever the case may be. I don't think she's probably telling her friends like, yo, I really should have never even went over there. You know, when you get some interviews and you be like, that was just like, I really should have never went over there. And I also, JD wasn't saying it this way. And I also hate when people like, I've never been in the locker room. Shaq does this a lot. Like when they say, but then JD clarified, like, oh, Dame is being sensitive right now. It's a sensitive situation. You clarified it, but it's some people saying like, oh, Dame did this. Dame said this. Stories come out here. And I'd be like, yo, how do y'all really, really fully 100% be so adamant about the truth?
That's so easy for you to say. That's so where there's fire, there's smoke. Let's just acknowledge that.
Okay.
But this is with you because every time it seems to be one of your bosom buddies, whether it's Kyrie Irving or Kevin Durant or James Harden's. I'm a James Harden guy, so it's never him. But those two other ones, whatever that they do to try to flip some type of narrative, you're always on board and you're always preaching for them and it's always right. But when the opposite comes out to where they're in the wrong, you never have said Kyrie or KD has been in the wrong consistently because apparently to you, they never have been.
Let me ask you a question. When KD and the boy DM leaked, I said the way he was talking was kind of wild and that was wrong. But it's another thing. What you consider wrong, I don't consider wrong. Like, what are you saying Kyrie was in the wrong for and KD was in the wrong for that I defend? Like, what were they wrong for? You think KD was wrong for going to the Warriors? You want me to defend and say what? Am I saying to that?
Can I get 3 constructive criticisms about Kevin Durant from you right now?
No.
This is about growth. No, this is about growth.
Answer the question I just asked you.
This is about growth. I actually have it right here. Criticize Kevin Durant. You guys are scared of Kevin Durant. Okay. That's actually written down in my notes. Criticize Kevin Durant. You guys are scared of Kevin Durant.
I think he should have drove to the basket on that last shot. I don't think he should have there, but I don't care how tired he was. Let me see what else you want me to criticize.
No. Why is this the first time that I'm hearing this? But let it have been LeBron James. You would have opened the show with it.
Never, ever, ever open the show. Playing 53 minutes in an overtime game 7, never opening with that. Second criticism.
So you're shooting him bail. Okay.
Shooting what? Second criticism. I think more so than none, he should be way more aggressive on offense. Like I think he could average 40.
So these are all compliments to his game.
It's constructive criticism. I don't know what you want me to say. You don't say nothing bad about his game. You say he has character flaws, which I don't know what that means.
That's worse.
So you want me to?
That's worse. So,
Shaq was just telling Dell that he was lining him up all the time now. Shaq's lining him up.
I could say all of this and repost all of this. Like I don't.
Because he can. Because he can. Because he can. Because he can.
Like no. Like what else? But after all this,
Kenny Dior in the chat. Kenny Dior in the chat says it's not that hard to say KD has the weakest move by a superstar.
What move is that?
Move based on what? By losing to the Warriors and going to join his team?
What other move could it be? His crossover? That's for another episode.
Yeah, it's done. What?
Like, I don't, even that narrative is like, you know how you say the media just throws these stuff out there. Stephen A said that, so Kenny's a Stephen A fan. Like, just throws these stuff out there. It's like the weakest move by a superstar, whatever. The man went to a team that he thought he could help win the championship. Yeah, he lost to them. But let me ask you a question, Kenny. Have you ever been in the park, right? Right? Have you ever been in the park, right? And you just lost the game, and the person that had next, like, yo, you want to play here or you want to play there? The losing team always picks the best person.
Bro,
he has a point.
Get the fuck out of here with that, bro. The park is not the NBA. Bro, get the hell out. Bro, these guys literally colluded with each other. You were in the championship. You had Westbrook. You were about to go to the finals and lose.
And they lost.
Respectfully.
and they lost. Let me ask you a question, Shaq. Say your contract is up with Olympiacos, right?
Yes.
You go to the EuroLeague finals.
It's
right?
not the same, bro. It's not. No. Because my legacy is not tied up into that. Versus a legacy of how you hold him, how you hold Kevin Durant.
So you're basing the weakness on someone based on quote unquote his legacy.
But that's what you guys do. That's what you guys
Who's
do.
doing that?
No,
I'm
you and
not
Kevin
doing
Durant
that.
always do that. Kevin Durant, bro, it's bigger things than basketball in my legacy in basketball, and there's things that I can
Let me ask
do.
you a question. How long has Kevin Durant been saying it's bigger than basketball?
Nah.
BS.
I'm not. Then if that's the case, he got enough money. He should just stop playing. Stop trying to chase rings. If it's not that deep, stop trying to chase rings. His cop out every time I'm going to play.
Rings?
Hold on. His cop out every time is I'm going to.
So the only real
His
player
cop
in the
out every
NBA
time.
So the only real player in the NBA to you should be Damian Lillard, based on everything you're saying. That's the only real player in the NBA. It's Damian Lillard.
No.
The only one.
No. All I'm saying is, let's call a spade a spade.
No, let's call it a hearts because I don't get what you're saying.
We can call a heart because there's different. Hey, it's still an ace. Like what Bron did, we'll give that the 10 or Jack of Hearts. What Kevin Durant did was the ace of heart. It was the Joker. There was no other card that can beat what he did. There's no other team that he could have went to that would have been worse than going to that team in all of the world. Not the Monstars, not anybody.
I used to be caught up on the whole, certain players shouldn't go to certain teams. Like, the superstars teaming up like boo-hoo. I used to be like that. But I've come to realize, like, if I'm in the NBA, I'm going to the team that I'm going to have the best chance to win a championship. So I want, like, Shaq, where would you have wanted him to go? And like, why can't he go somewhere where he thinks that he's going to win a ring?
Because they lost.
I'm saying this for all players. I'm not, but Kevin Durant is the example here. But
never in my life,
LeBron
since we're doing analogies,
Miami for since we're
doing analogies, and shout out to Kenny Dior. Never in my life have I been playing 2K against somebody and I said, let's team up, put it on easy, and let's play computer. That's a fun game. Never in my life have I did that.
It's still not easy.
No. It is very easy if you turn on 2K, put it on rookie, and team up with your homeboy.
You down and curse. Can I talking about the park and you're bringing up 2K?
No. This is what you just brought up the park, bro. You brought up the park and compared it to the NBA.
Yes, because the park enables us, bro.
No.
Like me growing up, I grew up in the park. That park game opened my eyes to more stuff than ever than I went to college, that I played in high school.
No. It taught you morals. It taught you morals. It taught you morals. It didn't teach you go and team up. Okay. Yo, if I got my hold on. If I got my
I have next,
then you should have
player lost on that team. I'm picking him first.
Yeah, not if you. But Dale, if it's me and you at the park, it's no way you're about to say, Shaq, I'm about to go run with these guys, and I'm not about to run it back with you. And these are facts. So if he felt that deeply about it, he should have grabbed Westbrook. They both should have went to Golden State because he had the opportunity. Because if you left and went to the team that just beat us, if we're at the park, Dale, I'm looking at you crazy, and you know you would never let that fly.
Okay. So why did Westbrook leave a couple years after?
No. Stop trying to context Ben. Because right now I feel the beam on my forehead. No. I asked you a question. Dale.
If
me
I
and you
lose in the park, I have to get off the court.
No. 1,000%.
Coming on and they pick me, and that's a better team. I'm gonna go on that team because they pick me, and I want to win. What are you talking about?
That's character flaws. That's what I talk about your buddy. Okay. Character flaws. You say you don't know what I talk about. That's character flaw. Because if it's us four right now playing 4-on-4 at the YMCA, and we lose to a team, one of us I wouldn't leave and go to the other team. I wouldn't. Jordan, would you? JD, would you?
But Shaq, that's
the same shit that you guys are saying.
That's
the same thing that you guys are literally saying. It's the same exact thing that you guys are saying.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying something else. I'm saying in the NBA, where you get paid a lot of money and you get rings for winning.
Okay, all right. I guess it ain't that deep. Okay.
Great energy, though.
This guy said, if we lose in the YMCA, me, you, JD, and Jay, right, against a team, right,
No,
Why would I
no,
go
it
in
doesn't matter where it's
Go
at.
ahead.
We can be in
Okay.
Brooklyn and going against the other neighborhood that we don't like, that we're not supposed to like. But you're cool with a few of them.
Okay.
But you know I don't mess with them, aka Westbrook. I don't mess with those guys. We're playing them and we lose to them. And then you go join that team from the other neighborhood.
How about if him and Westbrook wasn't as cool before as you thought?
It's always some type of context being bent.
I'm just asking a question.
KD's a context bender, so I guess
Okay.
even if that was the case, out of all the teams you could have chose to go to, you choose them. Why? What did that do for your legacy? What did that do for you, Kevin
we could
Durant?
stay
I
here.
need to know.
Now you go back to this legacy thing.
So
like
what did
this-
that do for him outside of the legacy? Did that make him feel good about himself? I'm just curious.
I have no idea, bro. I've never asked that question. I can't speak for another man's feelings.
But I prefer you say that
Like,
than to do all this running around and ripping and running. If I got beat, I'm joining that team. If I'm playing
I didn't
2K,
run
I'm
around
joining my
nothing.
friend,
No,
and I'm playing
I
computer
don't
on
play
rookie.
2K. You brought up 2K.
All right, okay. I'm just letting you know.
But this conversation all came because you said two things, and I just asked a simple question, and you still haven't answered. You said whenever KD and Kyrie is wrong, I never call them out. So I'm just asking you, name one time to you there was wrong, and I want to see what side I was on that notion. And then Kenny brought up the weakest move, and then you just jumped on that bandwagon, and now we're here for the last 17 minutes. Based on Kenny and
we can move on.
So Shaq, can you? Oh, we're gonna move on.
Yeah, we can move.
Perfect.
yes, please.
So Dell, to you on the East Coast, your boy, your
I can't.
team,
I really
Julius
can't. I
Randle.
really don't understand how y'all defend
Yo,
that.
so
Like
hold on,
it
let me
really
read you
confuses
my
me.
group chat.
Because
let me
hold
read
on.
let me read you my group chat.
Hold
Hold
on.
on.
Because that's what
I hate-
like Jordan
I hate
sits
this
up
Shaq
here.
dude.
Go on.
He's getting
Go
me
on.
very mad. Your man on the show, Shaq. This dude is saying anything. Just anything. He just rats and just rants and rants and rants and rants.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
what my guy pays.
So would you leave them? Okay. Would you leave that group chat and come join mine? Behind your logic.
We have a group chat.
Okay. Okay.
I hate
okay.
you.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Me and you, Shaq,
I thought so.
literally
Okay.
probably
Okay.
have 7 group chats.
I love you, Dale. That's what everybody also needs to know. It isn't like a Kevin Durant and Westbrook relationship over here. I love you to death.
Right. So exactly. So it's like
God.
So Dell, Julius Randle and the Olympic situation, like he definitely should have been on there. What are your thoughts on like the Kevin Love taking up that spot?
Okay, in all actual honesty, I would rather Kevin Love on this Olympic team than Julius Randle.
Why? Because
Because
of the
How
consistency.
Europe is played.
1000%.
Shoot the basketball, and that's the only reason. If you're going on this year only, you could take Julius based on this year. But on that Olympic team where Kevin Love has a stretch 5, pick and popping, he's better fit for Europe than Julius Randle. They have enough Julius Randle with Draymond, with KD being able to put the ball on the floor and create. So if he feels snubbed, it shouldn't be because of like Kevin Love. He could feel a little snubbed because of maybe Draymond. Maybe Draymond, but not Kevin Love. Like
No.
not Kevin Love on how
Draymond
Europe is
plays
played.
system basketball like no other format in the league. The bottom line is, Julius, this year is it's gonna be a real high pressure moment for this team to go out there and win gold. And these are just facts because there's a team in the NBA right now that could beat this team that is either injured or just choosing not to play. And these are facts. So this isn't just about to be some type of cakewalk. So they want as much
I don't think it's a
experience
cakewalk either.
as they can get. And Julius Randle, that small ball one-on-one is not about to fly. You're not a Kobe.
At all.
That's not going to happen.
At all. And Kobe didn't even play like that in the Olympics.
Exactly. He for sure
That's why
didn't.
you normally see the best players for USA Olympics when they won gold was either Melo or KD. Like it's just because they could shoot. Like 2012 Melo, 2016 Melo had games of, you know what I'm saying? And it's because they could shoot. So Julius Randle on this team, yeah, he probably deservingly so based on this year, but I see why they took Kevin Love over him easily. Like very easy. He probably see it too.
And maybe K Love gets his mojo back.
Obviously, I didn't see it, but JD, was Kevin Love really productive this year to sway your vote that he should have had the spot?
I think Dell brought up great points. Like everything that Dell said makes sense to me. I didn't really care one over the other in that situation because but also also, I want to see Julius Randle next year. Like, let's
And
follow
that, I
up.
was
Let's
about to say
follow
that.
up.
Exactly.
Let's follow
I
up
was
the
about
great
to say that.
season. So, yeah,
I was going to say that.
Julius Randle's about to have a monster year next year.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Hope he does. But let's talk about your namesake, Shaq. Let's talk about Shaq shooting down the king and his comments. Like, was Shaq really coming for LeBron? What he said in his comments. Let's see what he said specifically. He said, I played back to back. And basically, he's on LeBron's head about LeBron complaining about the injuries, as we all know. Like, do you think it's fair for Shaq to come at LeBron like that?
I think.
I need Shaq. This Shaq to go first because I just need to hear what he says before I go.
I feel like that Shaq says wild stuff. This Shaq says wild stuff. It's just a lot of wild things being said. In no way, shape, or form, Shaq, can you try to play devil's advocate with these comments of LeBron James.
Okay, so time out here. And this is right, Shaq. I don't need you to go anymore. And this is why I know you love LeBron James so much, because I don't need you to go no more. And that was quick. Because one thing you do, bro, and oh God, it's like, here's the cheese, here's the trap. Let's see what happens with the rap. What Shaq just did is like, what is the thing Shaq says about every single player when they speak about anything? He says what Shaq just says. He says, yo, you have all this money, go play, go do that. You shouldn't be worried about this. So now someone like Shaquille O'Neal, who's been in this, is like, yo, I know where I come from. I make $200 million to practice for 2 hours. Everything this Shaq says about everything else, when LeBron James talk about injury and his Shaq, who he got his name from, everyone, says the same thing. He comes on and says, you don't need to be talking about LeBron James and Rich Paul and Mav like that. We got Space Jam coming out. We don't need this bad vibe. And that was crazy. And no BS, I really wanted you to go first because I thought you would have been like, yeah, Shaq has a point, but
I don't think he has a point. I think Shaq literally loves. Hold on, wait. With every single player, Shaq loves to either rival them, take what they say out of context, or just try to compare it to that era every single time. Yo, Shaq, you're right. They shouldn't be complaining about playing. Hold on. LeBron's not complaining about the money that he's making. He's complaining about being overworked. Because listen, if any of us, Jordan, you tell me, if you had to work twice as much in half the amount of time, would you be upset? So if you had to work twice a day,
depends what it is.
This is what you try to. No, wait. Because I've never heard Jordan once say on this show, Shaq, that's a good take ever in my life. So I'm gonna take it down to JB. JB, if you had to personal train. If you had to personal train 4 times as much in one day just because somebody told you to, would you be happy about it?
Hell no. Like,
so why should LeBron sit back and be happy about this? It's one thing to say you gotta play. Okay, we give you gotta play, but you guys shoving all these games into a condensed season. That's what he's saying. He isn't saying I'm making all this money. Oh my God, he's saying, why am I playing? Why are y'all killing us in a shorter amount of time? That's what he's saying.
He's not saying I'm making all this money. Why would he say that?
So to Shaq's point, what is Shaq saying?
Shaq is just saying, yo, if you look at the grand scheme
No.
Like, listen.
This is context bending. This is what context benders do.
It's people like that works in Walmart, that works in McDonald's, that's working overtime. LeBron James is taking 2 hours out of his day to work out practice and 2 hours in a game.
Bro, okay.
Games is less.
No. Bro, everything is relative. You can't tell me that the people down at Walmart wouldn't have the same gripe with their management that LeBron James has with the NBA. It doesn't matter if I'm making $200 million. I'm supposed to. All these white people have been doing it for hundreds of years. So what are we talking about? So what is the context? So what is the context? If we look at big picture, we can complain about a lot of things.
I can't agree with your take because everything is people should just like even whenever Kyrie Irving speaks, you always say, "What's his problem? He makes so much money. He do all this stuff."
I never once said that. I said, Kyrie, you know what you signed up for. And first off, being overworked and just deciding not to talk to the media just because you don't feel like it, because you're trying to change some type of narrative in the NBA, because you hop on every bandwagon, is totally different than what LeBron is doing.
So what did LeBron sign up for?
What do you mean? LeBron is changing the narrative. Like, yo, we got 9 superstars injured or 9 all-stars injured. This was a bad idea. I told y'all this was a bad idea from the beginning. Y'all shoving all these games in here. So LeBron, who is the face of the NBA, can't challenge the presidents and the leagues of these teams.
No, listen, his voice is always his voice. He can say whatever he wants.
No, he's the voice. He's the voice.
You know what's crazy? I don't have a take on what Shaq said. I basically didn't care. He could, because Bron could definitely say he want and totally feel it. Narrative bend. My take is only based on how you are as a person and what you've said of the past. I don't care what Shaq said. I don't care what Bron is saying. My take is just based on how you are on anyone else. Like if Kyrie would have came out and said this, like even last year when Kyrie said, Kyrie said, we shouldn't play in the bubble. You had a problem with that.
Yeah, because he can't be the one that said because you can't, just like the same problem, you can't be at the bottom of the mountain shouting to the top. You can't, but when the Clippers sat out, you guys got a legitimate chance to win. I can respect that. But Kyrie, you're not even playing, bro. If you wanna act, listen, and Dale, you're the first person to say that these activists shouldn't be in sports, and if it is, then it should be one way. You're the first person to say that. So it's kind of weird that
activists shouldn't be in sport. I've never uttered those words in my life.
Okay, so what'd you say? That none of it. You said none of it changes anything. Correct?
I don't even know what I said about activists.
You said nothing. You said Kaepernick kneeling. You said none of it matters, and it doesn't change anything.
This is what I said about that. This is what I said about the Kaepernick situation. The fact of the matter is people started Cap was doing it by himself, right? No, nothing happened. And then the NBA took upon it, and then one person did it. Now it's easy for everyone to do it if everyone's doing it. So that's when you said you would never stand up, that's when Jonathan Isaac stood up. I was like, if he's just staying true to his word and being what he's doing, that's how standing up became harder to do. People started looking at him crazy because he's black and he didn't kneel. Like he turned his back on his people because everyone doing this. No, if he would have kneeled first, then it meant something. Not that everybody doing this easy. If everybody walking one way, of course I could easily join that march. That's the easy thing to do. That's why it didn't make no sense for me. What did it change?
I didn't know. I never had a problem with that. But then you sit here and get mad at me for getting mad at Kyrie for doing something that you said that Kyrie shouldn't do.
You're just changing. You're changing your stance based because it's LeBron James, and I knew you were going to do that. I don't care what Shaq said. Bron can feel how you feel. He's his own man. He knows his body. He knows the sport. He plays the games. He knows how hard an NBA game is. I can't knock him for that. Shaq also played the sports and coming to it from a different perspective. I can't knock that either. I don't care. I just thought you would have been on this Shaq side just based on how you get on everybody else about how they speak about
that's not true.
On the
but
money
that's
they
not
make.
that's
and
not
that's
true.
All. It's fine. I see.
That's also not true.
June 30th, we'll revisit this because it's going to happen again, and then you'll be on the side of the people making the money.
I would like to first address the accusations that were thrown my way. Shaq, I have agreed with you plenty of times.
Chat, please recall a time since you've been here in the history of Player's Choice that you ever heard Jordan say, Shaq, that's an amazing take. The
Shaq,
way you
this
two
is episode 35. How is anyone going to remember every single little thing that was said?
Dale clearly remembers everything that I said.
And I also don't necessarily know that I agree 100% with Dell. Like I have my own opinion too. I'm not picking anyone's side.
But so does Batman and Robin. If you see in the movies, they have their gripes, but at the end of the day, it's Batman and Robin. Context and Bender.
Literally a week ago, Shaq, I would have agreed with you. I would have agreed with you that because when LeBron first came out and said this, I was like, oh, he has a point. And then I listened to Jalen Rose speak today, and he was saying you got to look at some of these injuries are not just injuries that wouldn't have happened otherwise. Like they were hard injuries. It wasn't because of rest. People are stepping on people's feet. People are twisting their
Trae
knees
Young got
and
hurt
feet.
by a referee and out of bounds.
And so some of these injuries aren't because of the shortened season. And so I took that
Wait.
into consideration. I was like,
But
okay.
you guys never listen to where if there's smoke, there's a fire. You don't know when Trae Young could have bruised his bone and that just made it worse. You don't know when that could have happened.
Can I ask you a question?
You don't
Truly
know.
question. You think if LeBron James was in the Western Conference Finals right now, right, and every other injuries happen, would he still speak on it like he is? Yes or no?
For sure. What, during the season? No way.
Oh, okay. Then
No way.
That's a mute point.
No way. But for for the rare time where he is on the sidelines and not going to the finals, he gets to view everything from the outside of
it fits his narrative
from the crystal
of him
ball.
getting hurt during the season and Anthony Davis getting hurt and making his Lakers season more difficult because of injuries.
He didn't. So you're trying to sit here and tell me that he's happy that Kyrie Irving or James Harden got injured?
No, he's not happy about it. Why when Jamal Murray tore his ACL, he didn't say nothing then? Why didn't hear Bron saying, "Damn, I said
it wasn't because it wasn't this many people getting injured."
Oh, okay. He should have said it. Whoever got
No, he doesn't have to say it then because that many people didn't get injured.
JD, were you finished?
That many people didn't get injured, so he didn't have to say it.
Oh, okay.
JD, you want to finish?
No, we're chilling. No, I don't know. I'm a little on the fence with it because it sucks that you have to put them under that much stress, their body's under that much stress, and they already are under a ton of stress if it's a normal season anyway. But at the same time, when you're a professional athlete, like you got to go out and you got to perform, you got to compete, and injuries are bound to happen. It's just unfortunate that so many of them did happen. And again, some of them were ones that could have happened regardless. So it just kind of is, even if they had a regular season and all these happened, then what? I mean, we can't say what. We could sit here and what if all day. We would never know, but I'm just I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. That's tough.
Real quickly,
and he
here,
invented
fellas.
load management.
Can Paul George duplicate 41 in this game right now?
Yo, Dell made this point right after Kawhi got injured, and I was saying, oh, pressure is on his shoulders, and Dell said, I don't think so. I think this is the loosest he's going to be able to play in a long time, because now Kawhi's out, he can kind of do his thing and play loose, and it's showing. He really is. Like, he's really out there.
He's back to the
just
ball,
playing basketball.
Right.
It's been impressive. I did text the chat at near the end of the last game because I thought he was going to throw the game away because of the 2 or 3 turnovers in under 2 minutes, and he was just playing so lax with the basketball. It's like, okay, what is he doing? But no, he's playing really well. I still think that the Suns win this series, but it's going to be tough to shut him down.
Real quickly, Shaq, what do you think about this Paul George situation?
Hats off to Paul George. He's actually proven a lot of people wrong, a bunch of naysayers. But to do that, he has to go all the way to the finals. He has to make the finals, and then he has to win one.
You feel the same way you do?
Not at all. I think Paul George get this to Game 7, win or lose, everyone's back on his side.
Dope. Hey, when I seen this GOAT talk, it was fire. Biggest roster handout ever. Steve Kerr, Steve Nash, Eric Spoelstra. Let's tap in with you first, Shaq.
The biggest handout ever, and I don't even think it's...
Hold on, we don't answer yet. I think this could possibly be a clean sweep. I hope it. If this is not a clean sweep mentally, my mind will be blown. But go ahead, Shaq. Sorry.
I think Spoelstra, for sure, is not in contention with the other two. I think we can agree on that.
No, I'm not. I don't want to agree. I just want to see this answer, please.
Is this a start bench cut type of situation?
No,
let's just go talk. Just go talk.
Right.
It has to be between Steve Kerr and Steve Nash on who has had the biggest handout, in my personal opinion. Only because Steve Nash never coached before. And if I'm wrong, Steve Kerr didn't coach before either. As a head coach. Am I correct, Dale?
Yeah, he hasn't. Yeah.
And for them to step into a team that was essentially, and it would have to be, man, I don't know. I feel like all 3 of them are right there with each other, because I can make arguments for all 3 coaches. Because Spoelstra, you walked into a situation that was handmade as well.
But he coached before though.
Yeah, and
He was
into
on that staff.
Yeah. But I mean, the Steve Nash for me is just I gotta go Steve Nash. Never coached before. You get to coach one of the greatest players, if not, according to Dale, the greatest player on the planet, arguably. And then you get a secondary player like Kyrie, and then out of the blue, you get a James Harden.
That's crazy.
Because Steve Kerr, at least you only had Clay and Steph. You didn't have KD yet, so I can't. Draymond was still a wild card, but boy.
JD, who you rolling with?
I feel like it's Steve Kerr. Because they had a good team before, I'm trying to remember where they were in terms of playoff.
They lost in the second round.
The reason I feel like you can't pick them is I'll wait till Dale. But
this is take.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's Steve Kerr because he got a team that was.
But he didn't know, Jordan, and he didn't know that team was about to do that. That's why it's Steve Kerr for me.
Or you mean Nash?
Yeah, Steve Nash.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, I think it's Kerr for me. Because I think if you give,
I'm gonna make you change your pick, JD.
Go ahead.
I'll go because you're still confused. It's easily Steve Nash. No one else is even fairly close, at all. One take is because he's never coached, he's never done anything. Spoelstra was on that bench. Coach Wade already, whatever. Kerr was a GM of the Phoenix Suns. He picked basketball players, was around the game. Nash did nothing but walk in. And let's say this is what's happening between all three teams, right? If you line up saying, yo, you're gonna have James, Kyrie, and KD, you're gonna have because you said it's between, because none of us think it's Spoelstra, and then you're gonna have Draymond, Clay, and Steph. Who do you think both of those coaches is gonna go coach?
Yeah, no, you're right.
So the only reason you're saying it's Kerr is because you know what became of them.
Right.
And that's they didn't know that.
But the reason I say that is because if what the hell is his name, bro? Oh my God, Mark Jackson.
Yeah,
the former coach, Mark Jackson.
They coached right before Steve Kerr.
Mark Jackson.
Yeah, right? Mark Jackson.
I feel like if he coaches another year, it's the same outcome.
So that's also. But
it's what ifs.
Right, to be honest, I don't know that. We don't know that. Mark Jackson was coach of the year. They fired him. They got Steve Kerr. And Steve Kerr always said, without Mark, I wouldn't be here, whatever the case may be, yada, yada. Of course, this is what they become. They learned the blueprint. They took their bumps or whatever the case may be. But still, without not knowing, going into that year, if it's James, Kyrie, and KD on one team and them three, and Kerr and Nash had a choice, they're both going to think, hey, this is an easier route to go.
And I guess my other argument would be that you get a team that already has the chemistry there. So Steve Nash is getting a brand newly formed team. So you kind of have to see, now I have to see how this dynamic is going to work. Can I manage this dynamic if it gets nasty? Because you have three superstars playing on the same team. Granted, and you always say this, KD's a good team guy. He's not necessarily going to try and be the head of the snake. But I don't know how the other two guys work. I haven't seen them with, three superstars on the same team.
That's very true.
So to get a team that is already a playoff team, pretty much the entire roster stays together. You have two amazing players in the NBA and Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, and Draymond's coming into his own. And then Steve Kerr steps in with a team that has amazing chemistry, amazing basketball.
A whole new offense, though.
Sure, yeah, okay. So sure, he changes the offense, but he doesn't change the players.
Right.
And then he goes and does what he does. So that's the only reason I'm looking at it like, okay, I'm looking at it more from like a chemistry perspective, and I'm not gonna so much have to manage these guys' personalities, maybe, because they've been around each other. They kind of know each other, so it's
Right.
not. I don't have to worry about that management piece of it.
Right. Shaq, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
You see these two teams we're talking about. If you're in Kerr and Nash position, right, which team are you going to coach?
I'm going Brooklyn every time.
Is that a character flaw within you?
No. That's not.
Just yes or no. Is that a character flaw?
No, because it depends. Was I with Golden State before? And
Not who you're with. Is it a character flaw?
No. Why wouldn't you choose?
Why? Okay. Why would you go with Brooklyn then? Because you think that's the best chance for you to win.
1,000%.
Next topic, please.
But how does that apply here? Because I didn't just already. It wasn't like I was with Golden State and lost to Brooklyn.
I don't care. Just want to ask you a question. What's the next
Poor
topic?
point.
You're
Poor
so
point.
upset at me.
So this next topic is
Poor
kind of
point.
crazy. When I seen it on the doc, I was like,
Poor point.
Scottie Pippen calls Phil Jackson a racist. And when I read the article, I was like, really, Scottie? Like
Scotty's a bad guy, bro.
Is it
Scotty's
because
giving it
your
up
book is
right now.
out? Like,
He's giving
are
it
you
up right now.
reparations?
Oh my god.
Like, what is it?
Scotty's
Like,
nasty.
I'm like, Scottie.
On this, bro. He's
Scotty's
a terrible
nasty.
person.
Scotty's nasty.
This is the
Scotty-
most we've talked, and not we. I'm talking about just the world in general.
The
that,
world,
that
exactly.
we have talked about Scottie Pippen since he played basketball.
Which is
These
crazy.
Week
No,
or
we
two.
had some conversation about his ex-wife, but
This is
other
true.
things.
And I would also be on edge because of that as well. So I get where Scotty's coming from.
Maybe that set it off.
No, this is lashing out, and I get it. He should be able to lash out and do all of this. It's like,
Since he lo-
granted,
since
what
he
he's
lost
going
that.
through. Like,
But to call Phil a racist, though?
and he just lost his son.
yeah, and he could have, yeah, exactly, and he could have been Scotty's had a tough 2 years.
Yeah.
But a racist, though? I don't know. I just don't. I don't know.
I just want to ask Shaq this question. You also. So where is smoke for this? Is fire for this one or no? It's just like
No,
it's just so dry.
No, because
around.
this
He's
is
just
so
looking to buy his
close.
book.
This is so close along the lines of mental health that I can't even play around with that.
Okay. So what takes it into the mental health now?
His son, him losing his son,
because he was
him
fully
losing.
saying
No.
saying what the LeBron take to you. So what? Why is it mental health now?
No. The LeBron take was an opinion, just like Phil being a racist opinion. We asked why is he lashing out, and I'm like, okay, he has a book. He lost his son. He lost his wife publicly. She was involved with a scandal with a younger man, being followed by both of their sons. It's just like I know all LeBron-y in my DMs, in my wife's DMs. Like I'm just a laughing stock. I'm finna off somebody. Y'all keep playing with me for real.
Okay.
Cause y'all taking this too damn far. I'm Scottie Pippen. Don't
I see
forget.
it.
Y'all let
Right,
Future fuck y'all head up. I'm still him.
You are on one tonight, by the way. Viewer discretion is advised.
This is a Wednesday show.
But this is bad business, Scotty. It's making people. Maybe he is a racist. Maybe he isn't. But now it's the part that people could view you like, why are you talking all this rah now? Because your book is coming out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you want everybody to read your book, and it's
Bad
nasty.
timing.
It's like it's bad timing. It's like no matter if he was a racist or not, like not or not. It's just that a lot of people vouch for him as a coach. They wouldn't win without him.
Yeah,
And they're mostly black players.
That's
so
tough.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? So it's pretty tough. Like Dennis
But
Rodman always
the
said he
reasoning-
wouldn't be who he was if it wasn't for Phil.
The
I was
reasoning
going to
was
say,
nasty.
if Phil Jackson was racist, would he let Dennis Rodman get away with all
No, Scotty's reasoning was
Right.
nasty. He basically said that he coached Kobe, then wrote a book killing Kobe, and then went back to coach him. And then he said, "But I do agree. Don't draw up no play for Kukoc when I'm right here in this Kukoc first year. Don't do
Which
that."
is crazy.
But he blamed that's no.
But that's
Shaq,
no
I'm
reason
mad
to
that you
call him a
agree with
racist.
that.
No, that's no reason to call him a
Yeah.
racist.
He's a better shooter. That's all it is, Scotty. He's a
Yeah,
better
but Scotty's
shooter.
like
The
MJ
place
out
for
of
the
here.
Better shooter.
This is my year, MVP year almost. I deserve that.
I get it. He deserved to miss.
Yeah, he shouldn't. No.
He's a better shooter.
Scotty's
That was
wrong
bad,
for this.
bro.
Scotty's wrong for this.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nasty.
He's and I don't see no outs in this. His son is probably hitting him like that. chill. I'm trying to make it to the NBA. You're just messing up on my little one too.
And he's
His
like,
son is good.
your mom, Drew.
I saw his son work out. We was playing together in Miami when I was out there, and his son is tough. Went to
I thought the son
Vanderbilt,
was
could
tough.
just score.
Yeah, I thought
His
the
son
son
is
was
tough.
tough.
So
He's a bucket.
yeah, he's a
But
big time bucket.
Is
Mahomes
Dennis
all
Schroeder
bucks.
worth 100 to 120
awesome.
million
I think
to
he'll
stay
get
in
close.
LA?
This new NBA, he'll probably very much so get it. So
And he
90.
deserves it.
right,
90.
97, 96, 4 million signing bonus, some BS like that. It's
They're
gonna
gonna
happen.
do that.
It's
Yeah,
the NBA. It's gonna happen. But who is playing himself into another solid contract is Reggie Jackson.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Is this a
he
contract year
he
for
is.
him?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, he's on the veteran minimum this year, 1 year, 2.3.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And he's about to go back to because you got to look at it. Luke Kennard got 14 a year.
He's not getting more than Luke, but he'll get between 10 and 15.
Yeah, Pat Bev is getting 11 a year.
Which was
He's
nasty.
he's gonna be getting at least 12 to 13.
Without
he's still like
Reggie,
29.
they're not where they are today.
Yeah, he's still 29, 30. So
What does Lou Will get?
Lou Will's getting like 9.7.
No. What is he
9.6.
gonna get?
Lou might retire or go down to like 5'6", honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know he never made more than 10. That was that was wacky to me. That was wild. Back-to-back 6 man of the year. They blaming it on lifestyle and things like this. That was sad. That was sad. But
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Dennis is nasty.
Super great. Go ahead, Shaq.
Dennis is nasty.
Yeah. Dennis is for sure gonna get that.
Oh man.
All right, let's end the show with these predictions. Who wins tonight? I know a couple of you guys said Suns, right?
Well, the game is on right now, so
Yeah.
I think Dale said the Clips win, right?
He said they
no,
take it to 7. He'd never said who wins.
no.
Well,
I
that
said
means
no. I
Clips will have
just
to
said
win
that
tonight.
based on the Paul George. Shaq said Paul George got to go to the chip and win to rewrite his name. If Paul George gets it to 7, his name is perfectly fine.
His name's perfectly fine right now. It's like the Jason Tatum thing. Name will always be good.
What is the Jason
my
Tatum
God.
thing?
Let's not do this.
Why? It's the end of the show, bro. We about to get off. And you brought up this. Come
what
on.
is the Jason Tatum thing? You know what the Jason Tatum thing is. You know exactly what the Jason Tatum thing is more than anybody. Paul George, Jason Tatum, Carmelo Anthony. Stop me when I'm taking it too far.
It's what scorers?
Let's end the show.
I don't know where you're going with this.
Let's end the show.
Hawks and Suns.
Q.
Hawks and Suns, that's fire. Do you think Greek plays tomorrow, Shaq? Could you
He
ask
doesn't.
The person that rebounds for you when you're in the Olympiacos? He probably knows Giannis. If Giannis is playing tomorrow?
I'll ask him.
He doesn't play tomorrow, but he's not done.
Hmm.
There's no tear or anything.
I
Yeah,
think
I
they
saw
win
that.
tomorrow. I think they win tomorrow, and then Giannis comes back game 6 and they finish him off. Because there's a trend. Whenever there's an injury on a team, I don't know why it sparks up the camaraderie on the team who received the injured player, but they always seem to win. I'm just
Can we
basing
say
off of luck.
Boogie's getting buckets though? Can we acknowledge Boogie? Like,
Sad
can
story.
we do that?
Sad story.
Huh?
Sad story.
It is, but does he get a different look for a contract on a different team, or does he stay with LA?
No, it's
He goes to
over.
the Wizards and rewrite his career.
No, JD.
No, I like Cousins, but I think he's too far gone.
It's the dark cloud.
I don't know.
It's
I
the
think
dark
it's too
cloud.
far gone. And what's sad though is
You thought
I think-
Carmelo was too far gone.
I think he has such just like a stigma around him that everyone's gonna keep him at arm's length. He doesn't return to King's form,
No, for sure not. For sure not.
which is just obvious.
Which is just obvious.
The
He has
NBA
6 points
left
right now
him.
in 2 minutes.
The NBA just changed though.
I
Yeah.
think he goes to somewhere like the Wizards, either Pistons, where they give him minutes and he averaged like 16 and 7.
But then he has to stay healthy, which, knock on wood, I hope he does. Can we talk about Caldwell Pope getting robbed for $150,000?
That's crazy.
That was going to be a long conversation, and the game started, and I watched that, so I'm off, y'all.
But how does that happen though? Can we comment on that? How does that happen?
He got set up.
That's crazy,
for sure.
Like how someone robs you when they know you have that much stuff on you. Come on, $150,000 worth of things or cash.
And y'all was just talking at 4. No, in front of his home. At 4 a.m. in the morning, just out on the street in front of his home, just talking with his boys.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was a set up, clean set.
He's talking while his boy phone is like this. Make sure you hit me on the right ear because I gotta like sell it.
I just think it was just gunpoint.
What are we doing?
Dale, I didn't know Nia Long was married to the new Boston head coach.
In the past, are they still married? They're
married. They're married. They're married.
That's kind of weird. Then
she has the IG picture of in the Boston Celtics jersey. I literally just seen it today.
Oh, okay,
I'm about to go look at it.
And I was really impressed with him.
Because I remember when J. Cole. I knew they was mad, but I felt like the J. Cole song mentioned her was fairly new, but I guess it wasn't that new. And when she was like, he can still holler, I was like, that's fire.
Yeah,
so I guess it wasn't that new. But yeah, I knew she was married to Udoka, but I thought they had divorced or whatever. Yeah.
Because of J. Cole's bar?
And in the interview, she said, no, J. Cole, I'm not too old for J. Cole. Like winking and all that. And she's not doing all that. She's married to Udoka.
Yeah, but I feel like she deserves it.
I guess it happened like after that interview. He DM'd her like, "Yo, I look like J. Cole a little." It's nasty, which is nasty, but that's fire. I knew that though. I knew that.
Wait, she was with Heavy D?
Don't know that. Didn't know that.
I'm taking a deep dive here.
Yeah. Back in the day?
Well, guys,
Heavy D was one of the most popular.
I'm about to go watch this game.
All right.
Love is love.
Peace out, everybody.
Make sure you send those edits. I'm gonna put it up on the page.
What are you talking about? I'm not the editor. I'll tell the editors though.
Hey, can't wait.
I'll throw it on the page.
Tell a friend and tell a friend.
Yo, hit that like button. Hit that like button.